Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram, and I'm coming to you live from the Hive on November 6th. It's a Monday, and we have Mystery Card Night in store for you tonight. This is the card class where I love for you guys to pull out your existing supplies, your existing stash, go to your vault, go to your arsenal, go to wherever you have all your crafting essentials, and we're going to make a card together. So I published clue 1, I think back on Thursday, which normally I give you guys at least like a week to work on it, but this one snuck up on me, you guys. November's a little bit crazy, and that is because Thanksgiving happens later in the month. I think Thanksgiving is the 23rd here in the States, and normally Mystery Card Night would have been on the 20th. But because I'm not going to have class on the 23rd, which is a normal Thursday night class for me, I had to bump it up to be on the 20th for ink, paper, scissors. And my club class always meets on the second Monday of the month, so I couldn't do Mystery Card Night next week. So it became the 6th because I like to keep it consistent with at least Monday nights. So yay, Donna said her happy mail came today. That's awesome. Wow, look at how many of you guys are already here. Woo! I love it. Awesome sauce. Okay, so we have a great card for you guys tonight. It's a nicer, easier layout. We've done a couple months in a row with fun folds. We're taking a little step back and we're going to not do a fun fold today. Is that exciting? For some people, maybe. For some people, they might be sad that we're not doing a fun fold. So let me just make sure I get into my YouTube so I can watch. I like to watch the comments, you guys, on both ends. In case one stops working, then I've got the other one working. We've got quite a few people here. We're going to give some people time to get logged in and get here as well. So we won't get started quite yet, you guys. We had a busy day here today. Oh, you guys have been up. I'm not an early riser. I am a night owl, if you guys don't know that. I definitely can stay up really late working on whatever I need to get done, but then I like to sleep in a little bit. And this morning we drove Honey down to UW, well, actually to my brother, lives in Arlington, and Honey is going to get her spaying tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So lots of prayers and well wishes for our little Honey 2.0. It was a hard thing to drop her off at my brother's. I said goodbye to her and gave her little farewell hugs. If you guys have been watching me since the beginning of the year, or actually since late last year, Honey OG, the original gangster Honey, passed away the day that she went in for her spaying, and it was a hard few weeks after that. So so lots of well wishes and love needs to come to Honey's way, because we don't want the same thing happening to the Honey 2.0. I'm still looking for the video, you guys. Oh man. So let's see where on earth. It didn't just pop up easily this time. So let's see here. So the boys are kind of missing her. They are in the house sleeping away. They were a little rambunctious today because they didn't have her to play with, I think. Okay, so that's the Berry Christmas Memories and More. You guys, just give me a moment. Normally it just pops right up, and it's not coming up easily for me. So I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Live, there it is, Mystery Card Night, boom. Okay, you guys, if I had difficulty, I bet some of you guys also have difficulty with this. Oh man. Okay, so don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So you guys, it's been a very busy morning, starting with taking Honey down to Madison, Arlington. And then I'm very excited because Diane and I were able to design some cards this afternoon. I will sprinkle in showing you guys some card classes as we do Mystery Card Night, just so you can see what we've been up to. We've got the garden walk, translucent florals, the sparkling snowflakes ready to show off to you guys. So little by little, I will filter those in to class tonight, which is awesome. I did cut my cardstock ahead, you guys, so you can actually see me kind of put together a real card. I've been getting the feedback that you guys generally like that, which is good. So yay. What else? You guys, I'm just going to say hi, shout out to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate those people that are here already. Once I capture everybody, then I just kind of casually say it. But hi, Cindy Runtree, and there's Judy Sharp. Hi, Karen Woods. Betty Piles here already. Hi, Debbie. Gas, Debbie. I know you're in Illinois, but how far of a drive would it be to the Hive? I'm really curious if you're ever going to make a trip up here. I would love it. Hi, Angelique. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Ellen Brover. And there's Kathleen Belzarini. Yay, from Michigan. Hi, Denise Mallory. Hi, Mary Lemke. I love it. You guys are all here so bright and early. Hi, Lynn Beasley. There's Rose. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Paula Rice. Paula, you guys, is my my #1 proofreader for this event for me. She always tells me if I have any incorrects or any errors. I love it. Hi, Deb Norman. Long time no talk. There's Sherry Stewart. Hi, Tony Shaw and Patty Wright. Hi, Jennifer Jones and Donna Grushke. Hi, Stacy. There's Susan Murphy. I love it. Hi, Paula Stewart. Ethel King's here. I love it. I love it. Hi, Karen Carstay. Hi, Connie Moore. You guys, if you've emailed me since Friday or Thursday, you know the weekends are really hard for me to keep up on emails. So, and today was another busy day. So I'm planning to get back to those emails tonight or tomorrow. When people ask me, why are you emailing me at 2:45 in the morning? Well, that's because that's when I have time to check my emails, you guys. I told you I'm a night owl because I'm working all day. That's how it goes. Hi, Dawn Avlett. Hi, Feline. Hi, Vera. Hi, Pat Fleming. Hi, Susan Murphy. There's Sharon Land. Awesome. There's Nancy. I love it. Hi, Jenna Helms from Hudson. There's Linda. Hi, Julie. All right. Hi, Deanne. There's Jeannie Parker. Yay. Hi, Susan Rish. You guys, I have a cat fur in my mouth. I really did. I had to let it go. Hi, Karen Wetstein. All right. There's Kathleen Anderson. Hi, Shirley Vanderbloomer. Yay. Christina's here as well. My goodness. Hi, Sandy Suetta. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Oh, Elaine Rebeck's here. Elaine, we have a nice, easy card for you tonight. I hope I don't go too fast for you. If I do, you guys, just remember that you can always catch the replay for this class after I end the recording. And then you can go back into this and watch it at any time. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Deanne Dawn. Oh, thank you for the prayers, everybody. Hi, Linda Scott. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. There's Wendy. Oh my gosh, you guys, so many people. I love it. All right, there's Laura Sullivan. Hi, Mimi. Mimi, this is the first time. Hola, amiga. All right, so this is my mystery card night. This is for you guys to have fun. This is a class where you never have to pay for it. I really never want you to go out and buy anything new just for this class, you guin. I really want you to use what you currently have in your stockpile of stamping supplies. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have been using Stampin' Up! Products since 2000. I've been a demonstrator since 2013. I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary. I absolutely love their products. So whenever you guys see me do a class, just know I use Stampin' Up! Products. But for this class, I want you to use whatever you have. And it's okay to post pictures in my Cards by Christine Facebook page of your completed cards, even though it's not Stampin' Up! Product. This is a way for you to get a cool new layout, hopefully. You think it's cool. It might be not new, but hopefully you like the layout, and it encourages you to make a card. This isn't meant to be stressful for anybody. If it is, take a deep breath and say it's only paper, right? So there's no right or wrong way to make your card. I generally get a bunch of new people that are watching. Hi, Brenda Schutte. Hi, Sandy Zedune. There's Lisa Spacek. Yay. Hi, Jenny. I usually get a few new people that are watching me new every time. And just so you know, it's not a race. And it's not meant to be overwhelming. It's not meant to cause you any hardship or pain or suffering, right? We're making cards for Pete's sake. So welcome to all my newbies. If you're new and you want to throw a thumbs up or a heart out there, just let me know. So I got some newbies, and I have a great community, you guys. We have the most amazing community of stampers, crafters that are watching right now. They are the bread and butter of the crafting community from what I could say, you guys. You guys are all amazing. And if anybody has questions and I missed the question, just know that my team here, the people that are watching the community, they are very helpful. And so don't hesitate to ask questions. Thanks for all the prayers, everybody. She will do fine. She's so much healthier than Honey OG was back last year. So she will come home. Hi, Dara Lizelle. All right, so we are going to go over clue 1 here momentarily. So how I do mystery card night is it's been once a month ever since July of 2020. I give you guys clue 1 a period of time in advance. It usually was 2 to 1 week before, and I got a little bit slacker on this because it's the 6th and it just snuck up on me. So we'll go over clue 1. I have my paper and my cardstock cut so you guys can see what I have for pieces. And we've come a long way. We've migrated away from using copy paper because you guys didn't like that. And I I took all your creative constructiveness to heart, and so I've been pulling cardstock every time. Hi, Vicki Eakins. The other thing is there's no, I think I kind of mentioned this, there's no wrong or right way to do this, you guys. If you accidentally cut your paper for your designer paper facing the other way, and your card ends up being, let's say, horizontal and it was meant to be vertical, that's okay. You guys don't throw away anything, improvise. There are no mistakes in crafting. They are just creative differences, right? And if you get ink somewhere where you're not supposed to, put a gem on there, cover it up. Like, we don't need to just throw away a paper because it accidentally cut. So I want you guys to know that, like, card making should be adaptable, and start with some inspiration. Like this card for you guys is start with something, and what's great about it is everybody's going to start with about the same measurements, but your cards are all going to look different, and that's what's so exciting about this. So let's see, are you guys about ready? I know you are. We're about ready, right? We have 97 people. We just hit 100 people watching. I'm so excited. Opportunities, creative opportunities. That is so correct, Debbie. I love it. You guys, I went through, I just have to say a shout out, you guys. We just ended up the Stampin' Up! Year, and they had an amazing sign-up special for Stampin' Up! Last month. Amazing. I want some guesses before I tell you how many new Be Happy Stampers joined the team. I'm curious if anybody wants to take some guesses. You could either get more product with your starter kit, or you could get a reduced rate for your starter kit. And throw out some numbers. I'm curious if you guys want to take a guess as to how many new, I call them my newbies. And I know this because I started working on addressing the envelopes for the welcome cards and to put the stickers in and to put the magnets in for all my newbies. So I'm curious, you guys, as we go through clue 1, if you want to check your paper, but if you also want to guess, don't hesitate to guess. I'm curious. I will tell you how many once we get going. So, we got some guesses here. 34 and 12, 29, 26, 22, 20, 23. You guys are so close. I love it. Hi, Carmen Sanders. Darla said 17. Oh, man. Okay, I'll keep watching that. 43, 35, 27, 35, 25. Nobody's hit the right number quite yet. 24, Karen Woods. Karen Woods just hit the number on the head. We had 24 newbies sign up in October. That is amazing. And without further ado, you guys, we're going to migrate over to clue number 1 and just go through our pieces together as a group before we start putting it together. There were a couple people that guessed 23 and then some that guessed 25, and that was really close. Jennifer Jones, that'll be the month. Oh, Shirley Vanderbloomer, I love it. 55. You guys, the month that we have 55 newbies in 1 month, I will be like, whoa. I love it. Okay, so we're going to flip the camera down, you guys. Let's go through this. And just to show you a little teasy action, this is what Diane and I did today. So this is a side quest, you guys. Diane and I just worked on Let's Just Stamp for the month of December. They are not even embellished yet, but I just needed to share these cards with you so you guys could see them. You guys are the first ones to see these. It is the Sparkling Snowflakes stamp set, and we featured that new designer series paper. It's not new anymore, but it's from the holiday mini catalog. So we've got winter. We are transitioning to winter cards. So you guys, they're not even all fully embellished. So just so you guys can know that these aren't even photographed. We finished them at 5 o'clock, more or less, 4 o'clock. So, all right. So there, you guys got to see hot off the press cards. Okay. All right, you guys. So for those that are new to me, my information is always here. When I do I'm old school. I change the little host code every time, and here's my email, my website, my phone number, my Facebook page. All that information is right here for those that are new. You can reach out to me anytime usually. If I don't have access to my phone or I have it on silent, I might not answer. But the Winter Owl stamp set would have been perfect with those. It really would have. Paula loves the colors. Yay. So we tried to stick with the Sparkling Snowflakes. But yes, the Winter Owls would have been great. But we wanted to keep it within the family. Thanks, Elaine, for the Sparkling Snowflakes. Okay. So I am going to zoom in a little bit. For those of you who are in my VIP group, just know I will be sharing this tutorial in my VIP group, because I know some people like to print that off or look at it from in there. So I'll share that file in there. So let's start here. We have some acronyms, T for tall, W wide. We also used WV for white vanilla. Pieces, PCS means pieces. And then we also do like CC for coordinating cardstock, PP for pattern paper. Now, you guys might hear me refer to it as designer series paper. In the world of the lingo of Stampin' Up, we call it designer series paper, but not everybody knows it by that, so I generally will call it pattern paper as well. Other acronyms, I guess we might get to some, but I just wanted to call that out first. So, and people ask, well, white, vanilla, what's the difference? Well, if you have white in your card, we generally go with white. If you have cool cards, we like cool undertones, I use white. But if you have neutrals or vanilla in your card, you might want to use a vanilla, and I always, not always, but I sometimes refer to it as vanilla cardstock. So in this one, we have two pieces, a 5 1/4 by 4, which I have right here. So I don't write on my cardstock anymore. When I had copy paper, I would write on it, but it's 5 1/4 by 4. And then we have a 2 1/4 by 1 1/2, you guys. And this is customizable depending on your card. Hi, Sherry Everett. This might become bigger. I'm sorry, it could be made smaller, or if you want to grab a different piece, it could be bigger. This is for a sentiment, so it just depends on what your sentiment is. So that is what I have, 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay, so then we have some coordinating cardstock. We have 2 different colors, and you guys, that depends on what your pattern paper is. So I have heard people tell me that normally what they'll do is they will pick their pattern paper first, and then they'll kind of find the stamps that they want to work with, or they'll do those 2 things at the same time. But once they have their pattern paper, then that's when they pull out their coordinating cardstock. So with that being said, I did pull out, this is from Fresh as a Daisy, or the Daisy set in the annual catalog. And so that's my pattern paper, one piece. It's 5 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches tall. And I do, and thanks to Paula Rice, she always catches me on my W's and my T's, because this does make a difference if you have pattern paper. Right now, my daisies, I think they probably should have gone that way, but honestly, if I have it this way, no one's gonna notice. Like they could go any which way. So that's what's nice about non-directional pattern paper, is it doesn't matter if it's this way or that way. But that's my pattern paper. And from my pattern paper then, I pulled in some coordinating cardstock. My coordinating cardstock 1 is actually the color formerly known as Wild Wheat. Hi, Bonnie Gibson. But for those of you in my stamping community, we might call this baby poo. So it is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And it is really a wild wheat, but a lot of people associate this with like calf poo or baby poo. So we have one of those, and it's this first one. And then we have a 4 7/8 by 1 1/4. And I think I cut mine a hair too long. I actually cut mine at 5 1/2 because I just grabbed a 5-inch scrap. But this is 1 1/4. And we're gonna, and I even grabbed it's accidentally, it's scored, and that's okay. I'll work with that. I grabbed a scrap, but it's ultimately 1 1/4 high, and it should be about 4 7/8 wide. All right, so there's that one. And then another piece of the same color, and I did it like 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so that's this guy. So those are all coordinating cardstock 1. Now we have coordinating cardstock 2, which is way on the other end of my spectrum of loving a color. It is Moody Mauve. And when you put this paper with these colors, they really go well together. So this Moody Mauve is my coordinating cardstock 2. We need 2 pieces, 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so there's 1. And then this one is 1 inch tall, which is the majority of what is important about this. I just grabbed a scrap out of my drawer, and it's actually longer than what it needs to. This one's also about like 5 inches, but it's okay because we're gonna be trimming one end of it, so I'm good. Oh, ha, Dolores from Wisconsin. You're so funny. So she totally called me out on this already. She's so true. So Dolores and everybody else, you are correct. You are absolutely correct. My bad. I don't do a lot of cards. I'll be honest with you guys. This is all okay. You guys, the card is not going to make a difference. This is a good learning exercise. So what Tony and Dolores just called out, like, perfect. It's called, so how I have the measurement on the clue one is called a hot dog style card. And the way I cut my paper accidentally is a hamburger. So they will both look identical. Hi, Randy Schultz. They will both look identical, but no, when the card is folded, it's still gonna be the same size. And I purposely put in here to try to like make it more mysterious. I put it like that, knowing you guys, if you guys stamp with me a lot, I generally use this hamburger layout versus you guys, a hot dog is like this size, right? So this is your 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. And when you fold it, you guys, it still will give you the same size card as this, okay? So in all honesty, a horse apiece, right? I did not even think about that. You guys, could you totally tell that I did not read this as I was talking about, about this? But nice pointing that out, you guys, especially to people who are new. I don't want to confuse you more than I already probably do. And so calling that out was really good. Thank you, Dolores and Tony, for helping me with that. But yes, the hot dog style or the hamburger style, completely interchangeable with this card, you guys. No harm, no foul with that, okay? So we talked about these two pieces here that there are coordinating cardstock. Then you guys, scraps, all right? How many people did I make really nervous there when I pulled out the wrong paper? It's all good. And I don't want to cut a new one, right? This is what we talked about. If you accidentally cut yours like this, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to be fine. So you guys need some scraps. You could get scraps of white or vanilla, your coordinating cardstock, your pattern paper, extra scraps, because we want to decorate the front of our card a little bit differently. This is a test, right? You're a test of the public broadcasting system. All right, so stamps. We need some focal images and sentiments of varying sizes, and then you guys, coordinating inks, markers, colored pencils, sentiments, ribbon, thread. This is usually the same thing on every clue. Your adhesives of choice. Some people like liquid glue. Some people like tape runner. You guys use whatever you love to use. Wendy says, okay, because I don't have paper with me to change it. You're fine, Wendy McCormick. You're perfectly fine. You guys are all good. It was a test. It was definitely a test, and you all are going to pass it with flying colors. No worries there. Okay, so without further ado, I think, you guys, I'm going to tease you with one more class before we get going. I'm going to tease you really quick with the translucent florals, because I don't want to forget to do these later. For those that didn't see this last week, we got the translucent floral Stamp-A-Stack class done, and this one's later in November. So again, another card class that we're going to be doing later in November, that you'll make 16 of these. And so if you guys are seeing these card classes and you want to know what they're about, don't hesitate to reach out to me to get more information. And all those are on my website already. All right, so I hope I bought enough people time to get your clue one done. So here's the drill. For those that are new to me, what you need to do is when you're ready to move on to clue number, the next one, then just give me a thumbs up. Just say, I'm done, I'm ready. What I do is I wait for about 5 to 10 people to tell me they're good to go. And I usually go with the flow then. I am sure you never saw that on your TV. Yes, I did. When I was a wee little one, I saw that, and the buzzing loud beeper would go off on the TV. I sure did. So whenever anybody tells me that this is a test, I always instinctively say in my head a test of the public broadcasting system. All right, now you guys are in for the treat. All right, we're going to start working on clue number 2. Hi, Barbara Godby. So here's the thing, you guys, just as you're done with clues, make sure to tell me that, so I know once I see at least a handful to a dozen people good to go, then we're going to keep moving. And again, if I start going too fast for anybody as we get going, don't let you feel overwhelmed. Just know in the back of your head that you can watch and always finish your card afterwards, after you see how it comes together, or watch the replay later. You are kidding. No, I'm not. I do really think whenever I say or anybody says this is a test, I always say in my head of the public, and that's how ingrained and how many times I saw that as a child. Okay, all right, you guys. So, so if anybody ever asks me for an odd fact or something about me, I could say that, right? Because that's an odd thing. Okay, we are going to move on to clue number 2. All right, clue number 2. Whew, okay, and we might have done this already, but we're gonna do it again. Fold the card base, because it might say in the clue number 1, fold the card base on the score line. Oh, I already have an error. It's just supposed to be score line. I didn't update that from the last one, but take your card base, you guys. And again, if you have a hot dog, it's gonna fold and be skinnier. And if this is the hamburger, it's okay. Because when you fold it, it's ultimately going to look like this. And you guys, I even did write the clue thinking I was going to cut a hot dog because it says fold the card base on the score line and keep the fold to the left side. Now, if you did a hamburger like me accidentally, your fold line needs to be on the top, okay? But if you're at the score line as at your, it was at your 5.5, your fold's over here. Ultimately, you guys, this is a horizontal card, so you want to keep it like this, and it's either going to open like this, or I don't know if I have, ooh, we don't want to show you that. We're going to see if I have, I don't know if I have any hot dog style cards, but you guys, you get the drift, right? Hot dog opens, your card's going to open like this, okay? Okay, hopefully you guys got that. That's an easy peasy. Take your bone folder, burnish the edges. That will help get a nice crisp edge here. Okay, all right, so that's card base. All right, now, this is how I would put this together. So I want to banner flag the right ends of my 2 strips. And what am I calling my strips? These to me are strips of paper, you guys, okay? I want to banner the ends, the right ends, not the left ends. So only one side. And what does it mean to banner ends? Okay, so I put banner flag them. So we used to have this punch called a triple banner punch, which was perfect for something like this. But I want to take a scrap paper and just show you what I mean by bannering the ends. Because there's different ways you can do this. And you could pick whatever you like the best. And I'll just show you some different options. So you could banner your end, and this isn't a flag, but this would be a banner as well to me. Like you could like banner the end at a diagonal like that. Okay, so that's one way. If you wanted to banner it like a true banner, I would cut it right down the middle and right down the middle in a little bit, and then go from one corner in and then the other corner in, right? So that to me is really a banner. So that's one option. Or you could do a reverse banner, right? You could actually go and make your banner like that. Okay, so it's like, well, whatever you want, right? These are your cards, you guys. Like when I teach a card class, I tell you guys that I'm just starting the creative juices flowing, hopefully, and you can go with it and do with it what you want. Like, and if that's too much of a peak for you, you could have made them a little bit less sharp, like that. Okay, so the question is, what kind of a bannered end do you want? And you're probably wondering, well, like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm making. So I'll tell you, this is what, ultimately, this is going to nestle inside of here. And this is in a next clue. But it says, banner flag the right ends of your coordinating cardstock 1 and 2 strips. Okay, so let's do that. Hi, Judy Bobo. All right. Now, if you have, I will tell you, if you have a triple banner punch, use it because it will make it perfect. And it'll be centered nicely, right? If you don't have a triple banner punch, this is what I would do. I would take my snips or my scissors, go into the middle, and like I eyeballed that, you guys. I just was like, okay, this looks like the middle to me. And then I'm gonna go from the corner here up to that middle area, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on that side. All right, so I bannered that end, and then now I'm going to banner this one as well. I'm going to try to do about the same. It might not be identical, but I'm going to try to keep the same angle. So again, I snipped in the middle, and then what I'm going to do is go from one corner to the middle, and then one corner to the middle. like that, you guys. So that's what that middle clue is here. So you're ultimately bannering the right side. Don't even worry about this side at the moment. We're not worrying about it. We will next, but not right now. But so you guys, now again, you could do this if you liked. And if you want to wait to see what the card is going to kind of look like, oh, I got to show you guys this really quick because I've got somebody helping me here, you guys. We're making our luggage tags. This is another side quest. Doesn't this look so cool, you guys? For on stage this weekend, everybody's going to get a cute little luggage tag that's bee themed. And so just a little side note, and now we can keep working. I had to share that with you guys because that's what we're working on tonight. All right, I showed it off, Chris. I'll get it. All right, so you guys, we folded our card, we bannered our strips, and now you want to adhere the coordinating cardstock 1 strip to the pattern paper mat. Okay, so this is my coordinating cardstock 1. This is a strip, and it's going to go to the patterned paper mat, and it says about 2/3 down, and keep the bannered edge end about a 1/2 inch from the right side. So you guys are like, where does she want me to put this? I don't want to mess it up. 2/3 of the way down. So if you guys divide your paper like here, here, and here, you're going to put it like about 2/3 of the way down, something like that. And then I said about a 1/2 inch from the right. Now, if you want to get your ruler out and actually measure it, you're welcome to, but like about a 1/2 inch here from the edge, right? So we're going to adhere this here. Now, I want to do this first because I want to be able to cut my edge off here. So I left mine a little bit long, knowing that I can take this and trim this off right here. So you guys, when I do bannered edges, I like to make my banners look like they are, I would say, fluttering in the wind. All right. Oh, Cindy loves the luggage things. Okay. Judy says, quick question, are the clues put in the PDF and filed somewhere still? Yeah, Judy, I'm going to put these. I don't know if I did it last month, but I meant to. I will definitely put it in for this month into the Cards by Christine VIP page. Now, you guys, I'm going to put dimensionals on this end to pop that up, but I want to put liquid glue on this end. And I don't, hi Mary Schreiber, and I don't know where to put the glue here. So what I'm going to actually do is put a little bit of glue there and maybe a little bit right there. Okay, so you see that? I put a little bit of glue there and there, and I'm going to put this about a 1/2 inch from that end. And now I didn't risk putting any glue here, and I just want to make sure I keep it straight. If you need to get the rulers out, you guys, just to measure the distance, you're welcome to. You're very welcome, Judy. All right, so there's that. So adhere the coordinating cardstock strip to the pattern paper mat about 2/3 of the way down, and keep the bannered edge about a 1/2 inch from the right edge. So you guys good with that? This is what we have so far. We're getting there little by little, you guys. This is going to come together and you're like, oh, I like the layout. I hope anyways. All right. So hi, Julie. So if you guys are good with this first clue was folding our card base and then bannering our ends and then adhering the 1 strip to our pattern paper. If you guys are good, that's where, oh, Paula's good. So this is all the farther we are right now, you guys. Once you get your bannered end glued onto here, your bannered strip glued onto here, just do that thumbs up. Once I see a few more come in, I'll be like, oh, okay, you guys are good to go. Until then, I think I want to remind you what we're doing on Thursday. Not Thursday, Friday. You guys, we have a Stamp-a-Stack on Friday, making 16 Christmas cards. So if you guys need help getting your Christmas cards done, this is what we got on Friday for you at 1 p.m. Central. And again, if you can't make it, you can catch the replay. I still have about 13 spots for that class left. So don't hesitate to reach out if you want to get in on that. So you guys, lots of thumbs up. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to move over to clue number 3. All right. Clue number 3. Ha ha ha. Trim off anything that hangs over on the left edge. All right. So pick this up and you can get your trimmer out if you want to, but I generally like to grab my scissors and I use the paper as a guide, right? You might not have a lot to trim off, right? But whatever you have excess hanging over the edge here, trim it off just like that. All right, so when you flip it over now, you will see it's flush down the side. So trim off anything that hangs over the left edge. This is my left edge if you're looking at it from the front. Now, once you've trimmed off anything that's hanging over the edge here, adhere the pattern paper, this mat, to the coordinating cardstock 2. All right, so my coordinating cardstock 2 mat, it should say mat. You guys, I'll put mat there. All right. So you want to adhere this to this. All right. So flip it over. Put any adhesive you want on the back. And we're going to glue this right onto the mat. You guys, from that daisy paper, this is ultimately my #1 favorite print in that designer series paper. That's why I picked it. All right. So this is what we have so far. We trimmed off the left side and then we adhered this pattern paper mat to the Moody Mauve mat. All right. Are you guys good with that? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, adhere the bannered edge of coordinating cardstock 2. This strip, this is a strip, and you want to do it about 1/4 inch from the right side of this banner right here, this one, and centered top to bottom. All right, so I'm going to set it here so you can kind of see where you want it. Something like that. So you can see there's a nice 1/8 inch margin on the top and the bottom, and if you want that to be consistent, you could put it so it's about 1/8 of an inch. So we're just making a double banner coming out this right here. Okay, so now the question is, do you want to pop this up again or not? Like personally, sometimes I'm just gonna set it there really lightly. If I set that here, that's getting really thick though, right? But it looks cool that it's popped out, but I'm gonna take that off for now and we'll save it. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on here, and then I'm gonna put my glue over here actually, because again, I know that my piece is too long for what I need, and I don't want to risk going over the edge with glue. So it's centered top to bottom, and you're going to put it about the same distance from the end here. Just like that. Okay. So adhere the bannered edge of this strip about 1/8 to 1/4 inch. I guess it depends on how much of this bottom one do you want to see. If you want to see more, flip it back. If you want to see less, that's the nice thing about liquid glue, you guys. You can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it. Okay. So banner and then centered, it's centered top to bottom. So if you guys are good, we'll get to the next clue here and we'll take care of our little edge here. I saw that Sharon's ready and Bonnie's good, but I don't know if that was from the previous clue or the new clue. I didn't see a lot of new clues or new thumbs ups come in. So if you guys are good and you've got this far, let me know. And we will, oh, Tony says she's done with #3. Perfect. Okay. Good, good, good. Are you guys liking it so far? Do you like my color combinations that I picked? Like when you use wild wheat a little bit, it's not so bad. But when you use a lot of it, it's like, ooh, that's really wild wheat. All right, so you guys are good. We are going to move on, mosey on over to clue #4. All right, so let's go to clue 4. You want to trim off anything that hangs over the left edge, okay? So we're going to do the same thing. Let's flip it over, grab your scissors. If you want to use a trimmer, you guys can. But I personally, I use this scissors and I use it as a guide. I hit the edge here and I use it as a guide and I just trim straight up. And it cuts off that little tab that's hanging there. Now you guys might not have any, or you might have like a little bit, but you ultimately, the reason I put this card together this way, because I liked seeing that the wild wheat ended at the designer paper or the pattern paper, and I liked seeing this Moody Mauve end with the edge of the Moody Mauve here. That's why I'm having you guys put it together this way. If you didn't care about that little bit of a side thing going on here, you could have easily glued the designer paper and then all your banners down and just trim them all at the same time. So, but this is why I had you guys do it this way. Now, adhere the pattern paper cardstock to the coordinating cardstock layer to the front of the card base. So you guys, we've trimmed off the edge, and now we're going to flip this over and put our adhesive on the back of this coordinating cardstock 2, and it says adhere it to the front of the card base. So make sure your card is opening correctly, not that you make a trick card, and you're just going to put this right onto the front of your card base. Just like that. Okay. So, looking good? Are you guys okay with this so far? It really gets to showcase off a really pretty print of a pattern paper. Now, we have another section in this clue number 4 though. You guys have a piece right here. You guys have options with this. I'm going to tell you some different things oh, Joanne loves it. Yay. Hi, Wanda. All right. So we have here a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square. Now, would you rather it be a circle? This is where you guys can alter this if you want. I know not everybody has die cuts for circles, so that's why my original card that I looked at actually has a circle, but I don't know if everybody has circles, so I said square. So it starts off as a square, but if you want to die cut this into a circle, it looks super cool as a circle. So what I've got for this next part of this clue, you guys, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. You can leave it as a square, or you could cut it into a circle if you can see it as a circle. Emboss it if desired. So what does embossing mean? Embossing means, where do I have some cards that are embossed? This. Embossing is putting texture on the paper, like this is a snowflake print coming down. Like it's hard to see it, but it's adding texture. Here, this is embossed, just so you guys can see. You could add texture to it. This is the Fern embossing folder. You could add texture to it. And here's a circle that I'm talking. If you want to make it into a circle, it's super cool. You got wiggle room with this, you guys. So ultimately, you want to take this piece, make it into a circle, keep it as a square, emboss it if you want, right? My sample card that I looked at is embossed with actually the Hive embossing folder. If you don't have an embossing machine to like emboss it, you could even stamp texture on here. Like take a big background stamp and stamp some texture. When you figured out thanks, Lynn. When you figured out what you want to do with this, the last thing on here says adhere it to the card front, about 3/4 of an inch away from the left, top, and bottom edges. Meaning you've got room on this too, right? I've got it about 3/4 of an inch away from, so if you get your ruler out, I'm about 3/4 of an inch there, 3/4 of an inch there, and 3/4 of an inch there. Hi, Polly Libby. So I've got the banner a little bit more south. You know, it's not centered directly in the card. Remember, we were down 2 3/4, 2/3. And so now you've got this. All right. So you guys, you gotta, like, this is clue number 4. So when you're done with clue number 4, maybe say 4 done. So I know where you guys are at. When I start to see a bunch of people done with 4, I'll keep moving on, but I want to just go over it really quick again. You needed to trim off your cardstock from this strip right here. You adhered this layer to our card base. And now you're focusing on this piece right here. All right. This piece, it started off as 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. But if you have some circle dies, or if you have a different even shape that you guys want to use, you could use a hexagon. You could use any other shape. ultimately, it's going to go right here. Okay. Oh, 4 is completed. Perfect. So I'll be honest, at this point, I'm not going to glue this down. I think I'm going to go find an embossing folder when we're done with class, and I'm going to emboss mine. But just so you guys know, this is where it's going to go, right about there. That's where I would have that. All right, so guys, it looks like you guys are done with number 4. So we are going to meander, speaking of meander, over to clue number 5. There's a new bundle called Meandering Garden, and it's part of the Garden Walk collection. Did I say that wrong? I did. It's the Garden Meadow collection. I'll share those cards, you guys. I have all of those here, the Stamp-A-Stack that we just created on Friday. It's called Garden Meadow. I'll share those with you guys here momentarily as well. They are amazing. So let's talk about what we have left. Clue number 5. Stamp a sentiment on this 2 1/4 by 1 1/2 piece of either white or vanilla. Okay, remember we talked about white or vanilla. What's the underlying undertone of your card? And is this too big, you guys? Do you want it smaller? Make it smaller. Do you want this to be a die cut label? Make it a die cut label. This is ultimately for a sentiment on the front of your card. And what you're going to do is stamp it, and it gets adhered to the card front near the right edge of this 2 3/4 inch square. And kind of align it with this strip, right? So this is going to go somewhere about here. That's where I would put that. Okay, let me hold this up so you guys can kind of see this. So you've got this kind of set up where it's more near the right side over here, and I can kind of see that little strip, like the pink coming out over here. Now, if you don't want to see that, you could always move it down a hair, but I like the looks of having it a little bit staggered like that. All right, but here's the caveat, you guys. This is not it. There's more. Wait, there's more. This is just leading you up for an amazing card. This is the basic structure layout that we're working with. And I want to talk to you about the rest of number 5 here. So now you can go run wild in the fields of the flowers and pull all your daisies. So you're going to stamp focal images on scraps. You could die cut them. You could add other die cuts, other die cut images, and adhere them to the card front. So what do you have that would be a great little addition to this? Do you have any butterfly? Oh, for me personally, like, do I have any bees or butterflies? Like a little baby bee or a little baby butterfly here. Or there was a queen bee stamp set that had a bee that would fit perfectly here. And there was like a die cut that like made an arch, like that could wrap around here really nice. Like, I wanted you guys to start with this core idea of this is the layout. Now the sky is the limit. What can you do to decorate this? So this is where I want you guys to run wild, free in the flowers and play with the birds and the bees, right? And see what you guys come up with. It's like the sky's the limit. You could also just leave it just like this. If you guys want to keep it simple, just add, like emboss this nicely, this My Wild Weed, I could emboss it and put a nice little sentiment. Call it good with the layout. If you want to decorate it and add whatever you want, that's up to you. I will see your final cards when I meet you in the comment section of the event, and I'll see what you guys are making. So I see that like the Sharon's done with number 5. I feel like there's a lot of people done with 4. Now the thing is, number 5, you guys need some time to think about this. So while you think about it, I'm going to set this off to the side and I'm going to share with you our garden meadow. I just created this event this afternoon. So you guys can see this class is not going to be actually till January, end of January. but these products become available tomorrow. But I know you guys are, I know that you can't wait to see this stuff. So we're doing 12 5x7 cards again, just like we did with the Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack. This designer's series paper is so beautiful, you guys. Nice, simple, easy layouts for cards. And those little trinkets or the little embellishments, those birds and the dragonflies are so pretty. So this is an upcoming class. You guys are telling me you're done with number 5. That's perfect. I'm going to just roll through these really quick so you guys can see what the meandering meadow or the garden meadow class is all about with us. Diane's teaching the in-person version, and I'm doing the online version. Again, it's not till January. You guys, we have a really full schedule for the rest of the year, so we had to stick to keeping this. Yes, Feline, absolutely. We can get you signed up. This one is gorgeous. Diane loves this one. She felt like she was walking down the path. This one's one of my favorites here. Again, this is the Garden Meadow class. We need to kind of figure out how many people are taking this class so we can get, this one's my favorite, actually, my very, very favorite. And there's one more that I love a lot. I like this one, but I love this one right here. So you guys, isn't that pretty? So that is what the Garden Meadow class Stamp-A-Stack is all about. So, all right. So I hope you guys love them. They're so pretty. Making these cards, it made me realize I wish I would have done a New Horizons class last year with a Stamp-A-Stack like that. They would have been so cool too. So, all right, you guys, we're going to move over and do clue number 6. I know some of you are probably still working on clue number 5, but that's okay. We're going to go to clue number 6 so you can kind of see what's in store for us. They would make beautiful sympathy cards. They sure would. They would all be very pretty. Okay, we're almost done. So stamp focal images, sentiments on, you have a piece left, you guys, a 5 1/4 by 4 white vanilla mat. Now, you guys notice that the card is horizontal. One of my favorite lines to say at the end of the night is, I cannot wait to get horizontal and lay down in bed and be like sleeping. So make sure you guys, and you'll never forget when you do a horizontal card, hopefully keep it horizontal in the middle. No stamping your inside mat like this, all right? Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Betty. You definitely want to stamp it horizontal. So stamp focal images, sentiments, whatever you want on the inside to like match your outside. And then adhere this mat to the inside of the card. So I'm going to gently lift this up and I will pretend I stamped this. And that gets glued to the inside, you guys, just like that. I'm not going to glue it because I will stamp mine later in life. Hopefully by Thursday. All right. So again, that one, it might take you guys a little bit to figure out what do you want to stamp on the inside, what do you want to do for a focal image. But I always, if you know me and you watch me do my cards, I love the inside to be decorated. If you don't want to stamp a focal image, you could always take a little strip of this designer paper or pattern paper and put that along the bottom or the side too to kind of make it cohesive. And you could even follow up with your envelope flap with the matching pattern paper. All right, so you've adhered that to the inside, and now I'm gonna go, without further ado, I'm gonna move on to number 7 because I know that you guys are at the point where the most exciting clue of the night is number 7 tonight. Embellishing and Stella into your heart's content. Now, whoa, hold the phone, you guys. Back that horse up. We forgot ribbon. We forgot the ribbon. Whew, we didn't even talk about it. I'm looking at my sample card and there's no ribbon. I need for you guys to think about where you can put ribbon on your card if you can make it work. And you might have all this all done and put together, and it might be too late, but it's never too late to add ribbon. You could take and make an overhand knot. Let me show you what I talk about. You could make an overhand. This is like an overhand knot, and then you could attach it to your card and put a little baby ribbon trim on there. Here too is one where we attach ribbon. And then so you could even, if you haven't glued your pieces down, you could put ribbon on here and then attach a little knot. You can make a bow. This is me making a bow, you guys. Put a bow on the side. I want you to think about where you can put ribbon, okay? I didn't talk about it. Normally I talk about it, but I forgot to talk about the ribbon. So figure out your ribbon. That's kind of like embellishing in a way. And put your gems, trinkets on here, little dragonflies, little bees, whatever you'd want to put on yours. And then Stella, Ella, Ella, Ella to your heart's content. This is a Stella pen. It adds like a little bit of a little bit of like, we call it Stella juice, a little bit of bedazzle to your card. It just puts a little bit of shimmeriness onto your card. It's always hard to see it in a video, but if I get it up close enough, sometimes you can see that Stella in action. Just puts a little, it's controlled glitter is what we call it. Judy Bobo wondered about the lack of ribbon. Okay, so I caught myself, you guys. So I want to see the ribbon on the cards. I really do. But again, if you don't want to use ribbon, you guys, it's your card. You can make it how you want to. I will be okay if you don't use ribbon. So, all right, so that is our clue number 7. Now, the last thing, you guys, you should have said something. That would have helped me remember earlier. Yes, absolutely. All right, the last thing that we need to do, and now that you're wondering, you're like, oh my gosh, I made an amazing pretty card. I'm looking for my sheet here. Here it is. There it is. I save one of these every time. What do you do with your card? Well, that's $1 million question, isn't it? Are you going to give it to somebody? Are you going to hoard it away? Not hoard it, collect it and keep it safe for keeping, so that you can always come back to this wonderful layout and think, oh man, it's not like that hard of a layout. I could easily reproduce this if I need any type of an occasion card, because it all depends on what pattern paper you put back there. So, but what I want for you guys to think about is sharing your card with all of us in the community so that we can see how we all started off with the same kind of measurements, but we all use different things. Super cool. So what I want everybody to do, if you don't mind, is to take a picture of your card. Take a picture of the front of it. You can always take a picture of the inside if you're proud of it and you want to share that. But I want you to post your creation in the comments for a chance to win a prize. And you're like, whoa, 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 where is this place she wants me to put this? So you guys, I do operate in YouTube and in Facebook. So right now we're in the YouTube land, but I have a Facebook page. It's called Cards by Christine. Every single class that I create, I make an event for it. And I put those events in the Cards by Christine Facebook page. And so when you're in Facebook, now if you don't do Facebook, it's okay. Like, it's just how it is. I understand not everybody's in Facebook. But you go to Cards by Christine and you want to go to my events. All right. And right now we're in this event. So it's upcoming. It's happening right now, it says. After this video ends, or after the event actually ends, this moves to the past events. But we're in November, mystery card making event in Facebook. And what you want to do is click on the discussion. And I've already scheduled it. I scheduled it, you guys, really early at 6:30 so that it would be here by the time we talk about it. So we hope you had a great time solving the mystery with us. Show off your creation, your beautiful creations here, and be inspired by everyone's cards. Cards commented on this thread, like, so cards, I should say, commented, posted, you share your picture by November 8th, which is Wednesday night, will be entered in to win prizes. So once you take your picture, you go into the comment as whoever you are, and then click on your camera. There's a little baby camera, and that will pull up your gallery of pictures, and you pick out the picture. And I'm surprised that there's not one in here, because sometimes by now there's one in here. And so what you're going to do is click on the little camera, pull up your picture, and you hit the little arrow, and that saves it there. So once you get your card make, you guys, go ahead. And I always do, for every 20 people that share a card, I pull a name. We do a random number generator. So we capture everybody's names, put a number in front of them, and we do a random number generator and pick a prize, or pick a winner for somebody to win a prize. And for every 20, we do a prize. And so the more people that share, the more prizes that will be. So, Feline, I saw your note about the Garden Meadow. Definitely can get you signed up. Anybody else too, you guys. That product for the Garden Meadow becomes available tomorrow. And I'm just trying to get a good grasp on how many people are going to register so that I know what to purchase for a product. So for my people who sign up for the class, because I have a sneaking suspicion that DSP, if you guys saw those cards, you know how gorgeous it is. It might sell out fast. And hopefully they will bring out more, but it will sell out fast. And so I want to make sure that the people that get signed up are locked and loaded and ready to get their class when we need to have it. So all right. So do you guys have any questions about what we did tonight? I got to find the video again here. YouTube. Okay, so I hope you liked what we did for this mystery card night for you. I'm going to pop the camera down again so you guys can see what I'm starting with for my card. I've got a little homework ahead of me. I've got to emboss this piece right here. I'm going to stamp a sentiment. And I think I might put some daisies, like a popped up of a daisy here with some leaves coming out. And put my gems, figure out my ribbon situation, and my card is good to go. I honestly think that this would be a great let's just stamp like layout. I need to talk to Diane about that. All right, that would be a great let's just stamp layout. All right, I said it twice because I thought it twice. All right, I think we are good to go, you guys. We're at 7 o'clock on the dot. I usually try to, Dolores wants to see clue number 3 again, you betcha. I try to keep this class to about an hour. Here's clue number 3 again. I'm gonna file this away in my drawer here. So you guys just know you can always catch the replay of this class. Now that I'm gonna end the video, you can find these videos, you guys, in all my past classes. I'm gonna try to stay out of your way here. I try to, all my stuff here, let's see, in Cards by Christine. You guys, I have a live section here. I have hundreds of videos that you can go back and get inspiration and ideas. And Gina started doing classes, scrapbooking classes, technique classes in my YouTube channel a few months ago. So there's, I think, about 600 videos in here, you guys, at this point, under live and also under the video section. When I would upload them, they're in the video section, and then October of last year, I switched to doing lives within YouTube. So, fabulous. You're very welcome, Dolores. You're very welcome, Deb. All right. I think we are, I say GTG, good to go. All right, you guys, happy Monday to you. I will be live again on Thursday, and we talked about Thursday, did we not? Ooh, we didn't talk about Thursday even. I forgot to pull over my monthly cards for November. I have 2 of them here. I don't have the 3rd one, but in case you guys are looking for something on Thursday night, these are 2 of the cards. Those are not 2 of the cards. One moment. I don't even know. Oh, man. I don't have them here. They are over on the counter. But in case you're wondering, we're making 3 cards on Thursday featuring Marius Trees, Sending Cheer with a stocking, and there's another one. What are they, Chris? I don't know.
Where are they?
Are they hanging up on my board? I bet. They're on the board, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
The gondola.
The gondola! Yes! Okay, so guys, here are the cards for Thursday. In case you're looking, I do have kits left for Thursday as well. You pull in the middle. I'll show them to you guys so that you can see what's going on here. Thank you, my dear. All right, so this is what we're making on Thursday. And I do have kits left for these as well in case anybody needs some more Christmas cards to make to help them with their stockpile of Christmas cards. So that's Thursday night. We are doing the monthly class. And then on Friday is the Stamp-A-Stack. And then come Monday, it'll be all right. Come Monday. Oh, Jenna, you're so funny. Monday is Let's Just Stamp, and Jenna is an amazing rememberer of my calendar. Yes, we have Share, Create, Inspire, you guys, on Wednesday at 10 a.m. And this is from Susan Bellamy, you guys. She cased it from Karen Titus, and I have her card here, and I need to research this, you guys. So yes, Jenna, you are amazing. We'll be doing Share, Create, Inspire Wednesday morning at 10. Feline asks, how is Hunky feeling? He's doing much better. And thank you for keeping my furry girl in the prayers. I appreciate it. Hunky's much better, you guys. By Saturday or Sunday, he was good. We took the cone off on I think Friday night. The cone came off. The cone of shame came off on Friday night. And he stopped licking his incision so much, and now he's back to playing and good. But he was a little under the weather it was Thursday and Friday. It was a rough week last week with the kittens, you guys. But thank you for asking. Much, much better. A great layout with so many possibilities. It sure is. So, all right. So rewind, you guys. We'll see you Wednesday at 10. We'll see you Thursday at 6. And then we'll see you Friday at 1. And all those times are Central Standard Times. You guys, I am in Wisconsin. I'm in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So whenever I say a time, it's usually it is Central Standard Time, unless I'm traveling. But all right, you guys, lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you guys. We'll see you Wednesday. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help you. And I hope you thoroughly enjoyed making this mystery card night for November with me tonight. I love you long time. I'll count to 10 just in case it ends early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Adios, mi amigas and amigos.